When it comes to applications, how do you get across why you should be successful and what makes you different to other applicants? So Danny, I'll turn to you to start on this one.
Thanks, John. Yeah, it's hard to give sort of too much detail generally, because each of us has got different experiences that we're going to draw on for our applications. I think it's important to be honest in your application, and it's important to be honest about what experience that you have. But to set yourself apart, if you can be really specific about what it is that you've done. Lots of people might have been on a Law Society committee, but not everyone might have done what you did on the Law Society committee. So if you can draw out the detail of, I don't know, winning X pounds sponsorship for the ball, you know, that's really great. It shows that you've got persuasive skills. It shows that you understand what people are looking for when they're trusting you with the money. If you can bring it down to that level of detail and tie it back to the skills the firms are looking for, I think that's definitely going to make your application stand out. I would echo proofreading as being very important for applications as well. Not to make them stand out, just to make sure that they don't get binned too quickly. Just the final point I wanted to say on applications was that it can be good if you can show a little bit of personality too. If you've got a funny sort of one-line story that you can include, a strange thing that you've done on holiday, or something that you really enjoy, like, I don't know, maybe a champion knitter in Wales or something. Stick it on there, make it stand out. Make sure they've got a reason to remember you other than just the skills that you're talking about.
Brilliant, great advice there. Emanuele, do you have anything to add?
Well, I would like to say that because I have friends who are trying to apply. I'm quite young and try to apply for different training contracts or even contracts outside the legal industry. And my first advice always is literally like try and spend a lot of time on your applications, especially on your cover letter. You only have about 500 or 600 words to express yourself in the first stage, and you really want to make sure that those 500 or 600 words are properly done, tailored to the firm you're applying to. It's very easy to be tempted to write just a sample cover letter and to kind of copy and paste it to 10, 20, 30 firms. But at BLM, as at all other law firms, the graduate recruitment team is literally their job to read applicants' cover letters and CVs and other replies in their application process, so they will know if you haven't really spent a lot of time really applying yourself to the firm you're trying to get a job from. And other than that, I would say that I definitely echo what Danny said. If you're trying to apply, just definitely put some personality into it. If you have some funny stories of how you got into the law or why you decided to apply for a specific firm, I think you would definitely be better off adding those, because it just makes you different and stand out from the crowd. Yeah.
Excellent, thank you. And lastly, Andrew, any comments on this question?
I think broadly all I can really do is echo what Danny and Emanuele have said. Yeah, proofreading is certainly key. I had a horror story when I used to do applications in which I intended to write think on my feet, but ended up writing think of my feet in one application. And unsurprisingly, didn't get an interview for that one. Equally, I think a little story or something is really helpful. I think you've got to bear in mind, as the thing's been pointed out, is that there are hundreds of applications from people who all are very similar in terms of background, in terms of education, in terms of results. You have to have something that stands out, and it can be innocuous or it can be quite quite significant little thing that stands out. The other thing I'd probably say, which might be a bit ironic given the fact that I've done it now, but avoid waffle. Try and be concise in what you're saying. As I said, they do have lots and lots of applications. So if you can get your point across in 10 words instead of 20, aim to do it in 10, because they don't have the time to be spending to go through. essays setting out what your position is on anything.
Yeah, great advice from all of our panelists there.